What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a love and marriage Huntsville extra, honey. We got our girl, honey, Miss Melody Cherie. She spills the tea on why she is not gonna be fooling around with Stormy anymore, and it's because of her proximity to Ariane and her proximity to Hook-Headed on this past New Year's Eve, honey. She brought in the new year with Hook-Headed and Cherie. Now, how the hell you go do something like that, Stormy, and you know that Melody and you, girl, used to be cool, and you know this is the narcissistic ex that cheated on her, had a baby on her, embarrassed the hell out of her in front of the whole wide world, honey, okay? On Beyonce's internet, he did all of that. You go and hang with that man. You go take a page out of Destiny's book, okay? Why would you do that, Stormy? I know why you would do it, because you ain't no damn good, honey, okay? So, honey, I'm gonna let Melody, honey, say it, honey, with her own mouth. And, honey, Miss Robinson will be in and out with her commentary.
There have been rumors that she may know someone. And, you know, I be trying, like, because I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so have you heard that she know Ariane? I've seen that. And
they talking about Stormy.
Is that at all a part of the reason why you may have, you know, kind of like slid back on her a little bit? No, because I didn't know that at the time. Okay. So that came after that. Yeah. I mean, so after, you know, things started, I guess, happening on social media, then people started bringing out different receipts and bringing out, you know, reasons why. So I know that now. But no, it wasn't at that time, no. Now, if you ask me if now in this place where I am, knowing that, if that would be something that I would be cool with, no.
Hell no. Okay, she would be cool with you. Okay, knowing that you know the hood boogers of all hood boogers. Okay, Miss Ariane Curry, who resides on the first floor. Okay.
Just because I'm very protective of my space, I'm very protective of my life, what I do, how I do it, my information. So when it comes to people who are connected to people who I know have an issue with me for no other reason except either they want what I have had or whatever the case may be, I really ain't checking for that.
Melody, honey, is very wise, because you can't be cool with people, you know, that's cool with, you know, Ariane, that y'all heard what Melody said, that want what you want, and, you know, they trying to live happily ever after, honey, with your ex, all while being on the damn bench, okay? Woo, child. Melody threw a lot of shade, honey, but it was true, though. It was true. Ariane has always wanted everything that, you know, Melody has. And, you know, she tried to have her husband, honey, but he still got her on the bench. Poor thing, okay?
Well, at the time of what y'all watched on the prior episode, I didn't have an issue, right? I was privy to a lot of the things that had been being said and happening. Now I have been made privy to those things, and to be honest, because of as much that I go through when it comes to Martel, I know you said she's not really cool with Martel like that, but New Year's is one of the biggest days of the year for everybody. New Year's Eve, New Year's, and she was with him and his, you know. Yes. So I don't know. So for me, I don't know how cool or close they are. And so it felt like you chose a side. Yeah, so I'm just saying, so to say how close they are or not, but I do know that things
I got it.
connected to him is a no for me. And when it comes to especially people who I have shared with them some of the things that have happened or are going on with us, and them knowing how he is with me. And if you choose to be cool with that, then that's a problem for me. Right? Like it just is. Like I'll be honest with you, I remember she's the one who told me, like, girl, do you know Courtney shot a scene with Martel, and he run down and keeping up with anytime you have a babysitter. That's crazy to me. And I'm like,
child, she knew that and still went and hung out with him and Sheree for New Year's Eve. That's not cool. That is not cool. That's some backstabbing bullshiggity, honey. Ooh, child.
Girl, say what? You know what I'm saying? So you know the type of person this is, right? And then to be honest with you, and hopefully y'all will see this throughout the show, she and I eventually have a one-on-one sit-down conversation. And the conversation went fine because, again, it still isn't like, at the end of the day, I was proud of her business acumen that I saw that was shown to me. And I felt like you should be on the show. You know what I'm saying? You should be on, you doing the thing, you should be on the show. And I pitched her. But
y'all hear that? Melody pitched Stormy to be on the show. And I just don't understand these people. Why do y'all get on the show and backstab the person that tried to help you? Like, make that make sense.
Having a situation again with someone's mother, I just went through that. So I have no desire to have a friend, business associate, or any of that where their mother doesn't like me. Been there, done that.
Child, she trying to say Stormy is pulling a Letitia. Okay? Because Miss Wanda is, that's who Tisha would go to, sick on Mel. Ma, she said this about you, so I need you to check mail for me, Mom. Okay, that's what Tisha be doing, and that's what Stormy did, but Stormy is on the TV. No, it's all on my mother. Child, please. You moving funny. Nothing that you do makes sense. Okay?
I'm not about repeating the cycle of it all.
Right.
So now that I've been made privy to a lot of the stuff that has been happening behind the scenes and has been happening on social media and the different shade happening on social media, I'm good.
All right, you guys, let's get some comments, honey, from the people and see what they think about this shady situation. One person says Stormy should have been upfront with Melody about her relationships with the other tramp. Ooh, child. That's a betrayal. I would never, ever speak to Stormy again. Ooh, child. I know that's right. Another person says, It's about time Mel found out Stormy is a snake. Thanks, Carlos. You traded Wanda, who was just ignorant and uneducated, for Betty, who is cold-hearted and full of hate. She's even more cold-hearted talking to her daughter. Just what the show needed, more hate. Ooh, child. Y'all think Carlos is behind this? Y'all think he's trying to set up Melody? Put it in the comments. Another person says Melody had every right to cut everyone off in every way. Another person says Mel is right if she left Destiny alone for backstabbing her with Martel. Stormy doing the same ish is not only Martel, but she's friends with Sloppy Slaw. Not Sloppy Slaw. Another person says, I know that's right, Melody. Yes, sis. Once I peep game, I act accordingly. Once a person shows me who they truly are, I believe them. That person will never get in my personal space as a friend again. Another person says, I knew it. Stormy knew exactly what was going on from the beginning. Another person says Stormy was sneaky and underhanded, which made her look very untrustworthy. Stormy and Betty, in my opinion, they bring no value to the show and they need to go. Another person says Stormy is just a flat out snake. She's very two-faced. She's jealous and thirsty for fame. I find it very weird that she insists on calling Love and Marriage Huntsville her show and saying that she's the star and storyline of the show. She said that, y'all? When she say that? Put it in the comments. She would have Ariane on that show tomorrow if she could. Yeah, her and Tisha, honey, and Miss Wanda and Miss Betty and all of them, I think they all would try to get that girl on that show. Oh, yes. I really hope this is the last season for her and her mom. I know Carlos can do better at finding Black successful couples with education and class, okay? You can pay for school, but you can't buy class. I know that's right. Another person says Stormy throws stones, hides her hands, cries wolf when she gets caught, and then she turns into a victim. People will get tired of her real quick because she's inconsistent. Another person says Stormy was friends with Coleslaw and they used to talk ish about Mel together. Then she befriended Mel to be on the show, but hid her relationship with Coleslaw. That's betrayal. Basically, Coleslaw blew her cover and said, if you keep talking ish, I will reveal it all. Another person said, I thought Stormy said she had a conversation with Mel about Ariane. She's such a liar. Yeah, I thought I heard that too. I thought I was the only one that remembered that. But yeah, I thought I heard her say that too. And Mel never brought that up. Another person says Martel is working hard to get everybody to turn against Mel. I told y'all his smear campaign was working. Y'all didn't want to believe me, and these people is just falling right in line. Even Melody stated on the interview that a lot of them, Tisha included, you know, they are starting to regurgitate a lot of the stuff that Martel has said to her over the years. And she's just like, y'all need to come up with something original, honey, at this point. But you know how the people on the first floor is. Okay. They share the same brain. Ooh. Okay, so the person goes on to say, and the rest of the cast members fell for it like the fools they are, and they know what Martel has done to Mel and is still doing to her. Stormy's mammy is trying to say that the ladies are Mel's puppets, but actually they are all Martel's puppets. Good point. Another person says, another thing we know is that Melody has a very strong work ethic. I know that's right. She may have had a problem with the fact that Stormy looked good on paper and presented well, so she pitched her only to find out her business is not the way she presented. They talking about all them back orders, honey, okay? Then to find out Stormy was trying to get on Bell Collective and slithering around with Martel. Ooh, child. Another person says Stormy is a one-trick pony. Another person says she probably told all of Mel's business, what little she did know, and then turned around and said Mel is a fake friend. This is comical and desperate to be on TV. Yeah, that's kind of what it's given. Okay. Another person says, in addition to other questionable behavior is her mom's constant villainization of Melody. They have all aligned themselves against Melody and assumed that the pressure of being alone would force Melody to seek two-faced alliances. It is empowering that Melody shows up the way that she does, and she chooses and produces her own image on the show instead of letting them prance in and out of her space with all the character bashing. She's not obligated to entertain the nastiness. I know that's right. I wouldn't be bothered with them. And I agree, with Melody. I'm not trying to hang out with a chick whose mother is going in on me real heavy on social media. In my opinion, it's kind of even worse than what Miss Wanda did, because at least with the Miss Wanda situation, you could say Tisha and Mel had history, right? Mel and Stormy, they ain't really got no history all like that. And your mother feels mighty comfortable coming for this lady's neck the way that she does. She never liked Mel. And to me, on the show, she never had a good enough reason for why she didn't like Mel, which means she didn't have no reason at all. She just wanted to be a hater. And ladies, we all know there are women that are like that. They will just hate on you and just be jealous of you for no reason. You ain't gotta disrespect them or speak out of turn to them or any of that. Another person says Stormy is a slithery snake. She knew that Ariane was with Martel. I'm not going to continue reading all these run-on sentences, honey. I can't do it. I will be stopping at the fourth or fifth word, honey, okay? Not today, baby, okay? Another person says Ariane was a former customer of Stormy. Lies. She didn't tell Melody about knowing Ariane, period. Another person says Stormy as a friend is questionable. Seems like anybody that has issues with Melody, like Martel, Ariane, Destiny, Sheree, she was interested in being friends with on the show. It's surprising that she told Melody about how she knew Ariane. Melody didn't mention that part. Exactly, because I remember covering that story. And Stormy did say that she had already talked to Melody, about knowing Ariane. I guess one of Ariane's friends used to work for her in the warehouse. Ariane, being on the first floor as she is, honey, just waited out in the car with her Walkman. Ooh, child, not Walkman. Ooh. Another person says Stormy is coming off as a sneaky person. Yeah, she's a backstabber, okay? Another person says, and Stormy is still out here playing clueless and the victim. Ariane told everybody and nobody believed her. We seen for ourselves Stormy hanging with Martel and the Scotts and Destiny. She is fake and she wonders why Mel didn't give her new number. I know that's right. I wouldn't give that half of my number either, honey. Okay. Another person says something about Stormy never sat right with me. She came across as disingenuous when she tried to befriend Destiny. I'm glad all the receipts are coming out, and I am not surprised at all. Yeah, I knew something was up with Stormy, honey, when she gave that girl that Gucci purse. At first, I was like, well, maybe, a little peace offering. She just trying to, be cool or whatever. But it never set right with me. Like, because if I don't like you and I just cussed your ass out, I'm not going out to buy you an expensive purse. I ain't buying you nothing. Okay? Another person says, I knew Stormy wasn't right from the first time she appeared on the show. She was way too ready to start ish, pretending to be Melody's friend. I don't care for coleslaw, but I honestly believe she was telling the truth about this snake Stormy. I am glad Melody knows the truth now and knows that Stormy isn't a real one after all. I know that's right. So another person makes an interesting comment. The person says, I agree with Melody's feelings towards Stormy. However, I'm not comfortable yet being mad about Stormy having with Martel and the Scotts. I think she meant hanging with Martel and the Scotts because this is a show and she does have to interact with the cast members outside of Melody. So as long as she's not discussing Melody with them, I don't see the issue. It is an issue. It is an issue to hang out with a man that that be writing down all the babysitters I got, and then he takes that information and uses it, in court so he could, win his little court case against Melody, honey, when it comes to the kids. That's very serious. And Stormy was privy to that, So, yeah, like... It's never a good look to be hanging out with people that that your so-called friend wouldn't like, unless you've talked to her and said, well, hey girl, this is a show. I have to be cordial with these people, which I know she didn't do. She didn't run that past Melody. Melody was probably, looking on social media like the rest of us, like, huh? Why is she out? Stormy is a liar anyways, because on the show she said she ain't seen these people, ain't heard from them since the reunion. That's a lie. I've been seeing her all on social media with Destiny and Tisha. She's been at Black a lot. She's did a lot. So to try to present some type of image where you are this, victim and nobody reached out to you while y'all was on hiatus after the reunion. Okay, like, that's a lie. Like, that's your character right there. That speaks volumes about who you are. Another person says, Melody cannot tell her friends who to be friends with. Melody's relationships are hers and hers only. Martel didn't cheat on Stormy. It doesn't also mean that everyone has to dislike Martel because Martel didn't do anything to them. He can be likable to others regardless of Mel's experience. What do y'all think of that? I think that's some bullshit, honey. Okay, if you know that somebody then put your good friend through hell, the same good friend that, pitched you on this show, like she got her on this show, right? Why would you do stuff like that? I'm not saying to never talk to Martel in group settings. I'm not saying to never associate with the Scotts, but you already know how that's gonna look. I feel like you have to have a level of loyalty to your so-called friend who is Melody. Like, if somebody helped me get on the show, okay, I'ma have they back. Okay? I'ma have they back. I'm not gonna be out here associating, with people that I know, that they don't like, that have dogged them, and you gotta watch how you move. Okay? You really do. You really do. And you have to have boundaries with people. You really do. So, yeah, I don't blame Melody for not trusting her. She seems like a flip-flop. She's suspicious. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about her hanging with Martel and even her knowing Ariane, but her mother coming at Melody as hard as she has, like, that is horrible. That, like, by itself is real bad, and it looks very suspicious. Okay? And then for you to get on the TV screen and say, well, normally your mother is right about these type of people. Like, to me, you was trying to be shady. You was trying to send a subliminal message like, oh, she's right about Melody. You know, Melody is a bad person. Melody, you know, isn't trustworthy. And no, your mother is saying all the shit that you wish you had the balls to say, okay? So she is another Tisha trying to sit up here and have her mother, honey, do her dirty work. She ain't fooling Miss Robinson, honey, okay? All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about that, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.